Hi, friends. Lori Kirstein here from the Goodbye Good Girl Project. Also, recently of the Courageous Confidence Summit. And we have a community. It's a really vibrant and growing community of people who are wanting to bust out, people who are wanting to grow, people who are wanting a safe space to do that in, to learn to be vulnerable in the ways that are actually helpful to themselves, not the kinds that put themselves in danger. And we are going to be opening up the group. We're going to up till now it's been summit members only, but the summit is coming to an end as of next Wednesday. Now that said, if you would like to join the Facebook group at this point, you will be welcomed. We're going to be changing it for you so that you can jump on in. Also, for the summit members, we're going to be doing a few things. We're going to be having a sort of download. We're going to be doing next Wednesday at 2 o'clock. We're going to be having as many people as will show up, as want to show up, plus all of the all of the speakers who I've notified them and I've said, hey, please join us. And what I want to invite you to do, here's my challenge to you. Come up with a short list of the things that have really, really inspired you. Come up with a short list of the things that you now think differently, or that you are sort of chewing on. They affected you, they impacted you, they lifted you, and you said, wow, there's something here. So I would really love that. I would love for us to come together and make a list of those things, because here's what happens when we go, aha, and we wake up, is because we're not yet accustomed to having that as a habitual thought or a habitual feeling to go to, we tend to forget. So I really want us to make that list, and maybe we will someplace virtually like post it, sort of like wallpaper or something, because we have got to identify, this is the way that we grow, this is the way that growth actually happens. So you identify something that you really feel lifts you, opens you, changes the way you see things, changes the way you see yourself. And then you don't just say, well, that was cool, wow, and then you move on with the regular way that you've been going. And at some point you go, well, that was a nice moment, but so what, right? That's not how growth happens. How growth happens is you go, oh, here's this way that I did this, here's what I learned, and I'm going to now challenge myself to live according to that reality, because that was real, and I'm going to test it. And I'm going to question it, and I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to work at it. I'm going to work with it, see if it'll stand up to my weight. You know, it's like it has to prove itself to you. And then you have to prove that you are willing. It was so important that you're willing to take a look at it. So next Wednesday, 2 o'clock is when we're going to be having this sort of download. But meanwhile, we still have speakers. We have speakers now. Our seemingly last speaker is Tuesday, but it's not really true, because I have 5 extra speakers for you that are going to be released on Wednesday. So let me tell you, these are weird times, right? They're just really crazy times. And even writing Happy Friday on this was like, really, Lori, seriously, Happy Friday? We have to get very real about what's going on. And at the same time as we're getting very real, to that degree, we also have to get very determined to identify what is quality, what is good, what is light, what is truth with a capital T, that we can align ourselves with. Because if you do share with me the idea that the light is stronger than the dark, ultimately, that's a loaded topic too. But if you really do understand that, or feel that the light is stronger than the dark, it has that capacity to exponentially be more, even when it's, let's say it's this big and the dark is like that big. Even if the light is this big in relationship to this, it's still mightier. So the question is, well, how the hell is that the case? You know, like, look around me, look what's going on. And this is where questioning comes in. This is where investigation comes in. This is where looking for answers. We need answers that are aligned with the light, because we have plenty of evidence that things can be a total muck up, right? We have plenty of evidence for that, but that's not what we want. We want to have evidence. We want to find evidence of the good. So I was thinking about this thing this morning when I was taking a walk. We have this way of thinking that even if we're praying, even if we're prayerful people, even if we're people who believe, in the divine and all that. And so we're like, oh God, please bring me money, please bring me money. And then we just pretty much stand stock still or start running, pushing. And I suddenly had this image this morning of standing in my living room, and there's like a pile of money over in the corner. And it's all the money I ever wanted. It's millions and millions of dollars. But my back is to it, and I'm going, please, God, please bring me the money. And I'm looking in front of me at, here, I can work really hard on doing this work, or I can work really hard on starting this business, or I can work really hard on getting that job, or whatever. And I never once investigate the room to see where else answers could come from. I never once just open and say, hey, I wonder where the unexpected could come from. And all I had to do was turn around and see, oh, there's money in the corner. Now, of course, that's not a specific, that's not like an accurate, like if you turn around in your living room right now, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to find $1 million in the corner. I wish I could. But I think you get the point. We do have to open to the unexpected. We do have to have this much belief in good being able to move us forward. We have to have this much faith in looking around our world and saying, I'm going to sit a little bit back and see where stuff could come from that I don't even expect. I'm going to spend a little time each day just looking around and going, okay, I'm just going to sit, like, what could I do? Like this morning, I went out, took a walk, feeling really low. I was just feeling really low. This is a lot that we're going through. It's a lot to process. And so I was out there and I'm like, I said, I have to go out, take a walk. I have to go talk to God, which is basically talking to the self, right? So whatever. So I'm like, I'm walking and I'm going, okay, so I just feel really low. And instantly this thought popped into my head of, I need a crew. I need people who are going to be in this forward movement of this business with me, who are also in their businesses, and I'm working with them. We need like a crew of people mutually supporting. Community means everything to me, everything. I don't think any of us can do anything without it, not in its best form. But I didn't go out there expecting that answer. I didn't go out going, I better figure this out. Why am I so upset? How am I going to feel better? I didn't go out there doing that. I didn't do that. I went out there going, okay, I don't even know. I just feel bad. I don't know what's going to make me feel better. And I got, you need a crew. You need people you can check in with every day. People who care, people you care about, people you want to support, people who want to support you. And I flashed on one of the speakers who I'm going to talk to about maybe being my producer for my show, for my upcoming TV show on Awake TV network. And it's time for us to do this all differently. New paradigm. We need a new paradigm. And the new paradigm, as far as I'm concerned, is people coming together to support each other in moving forward. Instead of this old paradigm of, I'm going to wait until I'm super wealthy. I'm going to wait and, do this all by myself. That's a myth too. But anyway, I'm going to do it all by myself. And then I'll be able to reach back and help other people. Why not just stand up together? I don't know why that's such a weird concept, but to me, it's not. To me, it makes total sense. So where are the answers? Where are your answers that you don't even know where they're going to come from? So we're just used to going for the answers that we know how to go for them. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to be cleverer. I'm going to get depressed. My answer to I don't know used to be getting really depressed. That's not my answer anymore, because it's not an answer. It doesn't give me uplift. It doesn't give me a sense of, okay, I have help. And that's what we want. We want to find those answers from expected and unexpected places that will help us move forward, that will help us have those so-called miracles, because they sort of are, right? They're just like, oh my God, there's that answer. Suddenly I don't feel so alone. Suddenly the depression I could feel starting this morning, gone. Now I still feel sad today. I feel sad because I feel so distant from people. But here's what's interesting. I get home from my walk and I get my coffee and I'm hanging out, and a friend who I hardly ever get to see gets in touch with me and says, hey, you want to come over today? I'm like, hell yeah. So suddenly I get company. The unexpected, we've got to court it. We've got to court it as if it were a girlfriend or boyfriend. We just have to. We have to make room for it. We have to be willing to go, gee, I don't know. And I may be upset about not knowing, but I'm not going to go at. Sorry, guys. Okay, so there went my computer for a minute. Anyway, I'm not going to go at the unexpected like with anger. Like, where the F are you? I mean, how do I put this? The deal is, if I go after something with an attitude or a belief inside that says, well, I'm not going to fricking find this thing, where the hell are you? You know, if I go at it with that, like, well, you're never here. So how, you know, if it's really secretly just a railing against where you know, you're never here, I can never find you, I have no answers, I'm going to continue not to have answers. So it's really not the anger. It's what is that attitude? Are you willing to make a little room for the possible? Just a little. Doesn't take a lot. Anyway, that's my thought for Friday. I hope that you take care of yourselves throughout this day and be kind to yourselves. I think that's the most important thing of all. And have a good weekend. Much love to you.